it's your girl Bree Nicole, and I'm back with another video. And in this video, I'm just gonna talk about why I chose being an LPN over an RN when I initially started college. So the goal for me was actually to become an RN, but I actually applied for the RN program at this same school, but I was denied. I wasn't even put on the wait list. I was just flat out denied. And then in the letter, they told me they had about 250 applicants and they only had 60 seats. So I was not chosen. Just like most other programs in other states, the RN program was super competitive. Like literally most of the people at the college were applying for the nursing program. So since I wasn't accepted to that, both programs had the same prereqs, except for RN, you had to take microbiology, and I think that was the only difference. But all the other classes were the exact same classes. I was like, well, let me try the LPN program because not too many people are talking about it. So I applied for their LPN program and I got in on my first try. So I was like, okay, you know, I can become an LPN and then I can later on bridge and become an RN. So that was one of the reasons why, is because the LPN program was not as competitive. And I actually applied the next semester. So I applied for the RN program that fall. And then I got my denial letter in October. And then I applied for the LPN program that next spring. And then I got my acceptance letter around like March, I believe. Another reason is it was, you know, a shorter program. Their LPN program only consisted of 1 year of nursing classes versus the RN program, which consisted of 2 years of nursing classes. So like me in my situation, I started school with a 6-month-old baby. So, you know, I wasn't the traditional college student. So it was a lot of like parents in my class and a lot of older people in my class as well that decided to go back to school for nursing. So I could be done with school within 1 year and then start out making good income. I started out making like $16.50 was my base pay at a long-term care facility, but I went on nights, so I got a $2 shift differential. So I started making $18.50 just out of school, versus when I was in school, I was working as a sales associate and I was making like $9 as a sales associate. So my pay like doubled once I graduated LPN school and took the NCLEX. There was a difference in the cost. The LPN program was only about $8,000 or $9,000 versus the RN program, which was about $17,000. So if you were having to pay out of school out of pocket, the LPN program was the cheaper route. But I did receive financial aid. I was still able to get FAFSA and student loans. So I did come out cheaper with my student loans because, you know, I didn't have to pay back a lot more money. Which I'm still actually paying on those now because of they went in forbearance when I went back to school to get my RN degree. And then like once I finished school, you know, President Biden had extended everything. So I'm just gonna start paying on those in January once they pick back up. Also, there is like, you know, the transitional program, the LPN to RN transitional program. And at my school, like when we did talk to like the teachers and advisors, they really didn't have a lot of people that applied for the transitional program. Because when I applied for that transitional program, I got into that on my first try and it was only 16 of us. Everybody got in because like as long as you all like meet the requirements, you'll get accepted. Because I think this program, I think they accept like up to maybe like 40 people, I believe. And they only had 16 applicants. So we all got in this program. So it's kind of like the teachers were telling us you're like pretty much guaranteed a spot in the LPN to RN mobility program as long as they had those seats available and like, you know, the numbers matched up with the number of applicants. Some more questions that I've got down in the comments was, did I feel like it was worth it? And yes, I felt like becoming an LPN was worth it because I learned a lot. I got to, you know, see a lot. And I felt like when I went back to school to get my RN degree that I had a, you know, a good foundation. I wasn't as nervous going into clinicals and, you know, going in to meet the patients. I just felt more comfortable, a lot more comfortable with my skills and everything. So I felt like, yes, and if you're like a shy person, I felt like it just gave me such a boost of confidence, you know, once I merged in with the RN students. We felt like we were more confident than those students were that were, you know, like first time being in the healthcare field. So yes, I felt like it was worth it. Another question was about the pay, and I already touched on that, the pay in my state. So, you know, it just varies depending on the state and city and everything that you live in. And then another question I got was, where can LPNs work? So whenever I went on Indeed to search LPN jobs in my area, this is what like popped up. LPNs could work in like long-term care facilities, and that's where I worked. You can work as a school nurse. You can work at urgent cares that hire LPNs. I know some urgent cares are leading towards medical assistants now versus LPNs. But you could work in doctor's offices, pediatric offices, in some hospitals on med-surg, ICU, mother baby, and ER. You can work at skilled nursing facilities, rehab facilities. You could work in psych facilities, in prisons or jails, and then also do home health. So that's what came up when I searched jobs in my area. I felt like becoming an LPN was a very good like stepping stone for me, since I always knew I wanted to become an RN. But you know, this was a quicker route. I was able to make money while I was in my RN program, good money, because of the COVID-19 crisis. If you want to become an LPN, I say go for it. If you're in the same position that I was in, like you have kids, you're not the traditional like nursing students that could give up like 2+ years for a community college and then 4+ years if you want a BSN in nursing. If you can't do that right now, then, you know, going the LPN to ADN to BSN route, I feel like, you know, it's pretty much the same as long as you get it done, because I do plan on getting my BSN, which will be completely online, so I can do that at my own pace in the future. You know, go for it. You can do it. I did it with a 6-month-old going through the LPN program. When I started my RN program, I had a 5-year-old and a 2-month-old. So yeah, you can get it done. Just believe in yourself and stay focused. So just comment down what other videos y'all would like to see from me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what other videos y'all would like to watch. And I'll be sure to get them out to you guys. And I'll see y'all in my next video.